Hey traders and investors, it's Serge Berger here. What we're going to talk about today is Hewlett Packard. Hewlett Packard had they reported earnings last week, and stock continues to look very constructive here through the near medium term, at least, or at least until it actually gives us some sort of bearish signals. So far, the stock hasn't given us anything but bullish signals, basically all the way back to more or less the first breakaway gap that took place in January 2013. So more than a year ago. If we have a look at the daily chart, you can see to me the real significant breakaway that happened in the stock was when it sort of broke away and rallied last October, and that's really when it came on my radar after trading in a very tight range, as you can see here, for an uncharacteristically tight range for literally a couple months, and then broke higher very significantly back above the 200-day moving average. It's red line, and ever since it's traded in a pretty narrow range, but it's been trading very steadily higher. Right now, the stock is sort of stuck in this sideways range still, but this is where we need to go to the weekly chart, and I always say it's extremely important to move and look at the weekly charts because they can give us some really interesting clues. So in this case, these are all weekly bars now, and you can see to me the weekly bar that really sticks out here is the one last week. Okay, if you also look, yes, we still have this trading range, but on a weekly closing basis, we had a very powerful breakout last week, right? So if you look at this a little bit more closely, you can see that intra-week, so within last week's move, the stock actually moved all the way down, broke below the range, and then very powerfully reversed back higher, closing near the high of the week. So the weekly chart here gives us a lot actually better details or more information than just a daily chart, which is usually kind of the other way around, particularly for the closer time frames. But in this case, the weekly time frame actually is giving us some stuff that we otherwise wouldn't have seen on the daily chart, or certainly not as clearly. So that's pretty much where we are. So the lesson here is that Hewlett Packard, even though it's rallied like crazy over the past year or so, is still constructive, and that's mostly based on a post-earnings rally, intra-week turnaround back bullish on the weekly chart. So to me, the stock certainly looks like it's got room into the high 30s over the coming weeks, maybe the next few months or so. Hope this makes sense. As always, if you've got any questions, you can hit me up on Twitter. My Twitter handle is SteadyTrader. See you in the next video, and take care.